So hi, I'm Brad Williams. I've met a number of you along the way, but I am a 15-year West Roxbury resident running to be state senator for Suffolk and Norfolk as a Republican. I feel that Massachusetts has been headed down the wrong path over the last 5 years, but probably 10 to 15 years out. We've seen the size and scope and cost of our state government skyrocketing, and we're beginning to see it really impact the citizens, the businesses, the services, the local services, in higher taxes, a high cost of living. We're seeing local aid cuts. We're already at a point where we're seeing our police and firefighters and teachers being laid off in many towns. So we've sort of reached a tipping point in my mind, and I think I have the business experience, I have an MBA, I think I have the ideas that we need to get Massachusetts back on track, which means reducing the size of our state government and getting our citizens back to work.
Thank you. It's great to be here today, and certainly great to participate, and I'm thrilled to be here. I'm Mike Rush, and I'm running for the State Senate, Suffolk and Norfolk District, Dedham, Westwood, Norwood, West Roxbury, Rosendale, Hyde Park. I'm a former high school history teacher. I'm currently a state representative representing the 10th Suffolk District, which includes West Roxbury, parts of Rosendale, and Brookline. And I'm also a lieutenant in the United States Navy Reserve, where I've served for a total of 14 years in the Navy. I've been working hard for the people that I've represented on Beacon Hill to bring common sense solutions so that people have a strong quality of life. I'm running for the State Senate to continue that, to bring common sense solutions and enthusiasm, energy, and advocacy to folks who live in the Suffolk and Norfolk District. I'm here today looking forward to talking about issues, and would love to have your vote on November the 2nd. Thank you to Gatehouse Media for hosting this, and thank you for the work you folks do in the field, keeping folks who live in these communities informed of breaking news and up to date on issues. It's the most important thing you can do, and I appreciate it. I'm Mike Rush. I'm running for the State Senate, Dedham, Westwood, Norwood, West Roxbury, Rosendale, Hyde Park. I'm a former school teacher at Catholic Memorial High School. I am a lieutenant in the United States Navy. I'm an intel officer, former enlisted CV with a reserve component. I've been a state representative on Beacon Hill, West Roxbury, Rosendale, and Brookline. I've worked hard to represent my constituents, bringing common sense ideals and solutions to Beacon Hill, understanding that people are working harder and getting less. Before I've ever taken a vote, I think about the people who will be affected, and in the end, those have what guided my decisions. I'm running for the State Senate to bring the same level of energy, enthusiasm, and advocacy that I've brought to the people of West Roxbury, Rosendale, and South Brookline, and I want to expand that to the people of Dedham, Westwood, Norwood, and Hyde Park as well, and the rest of Rosendale. So I'm running, I'm working hard, I'm here to ask for your vote. I'm asking you to vote for common sense, to give me a chance to go and represent you and work with 199 other members of the legislature, but in the end, always represent you, your families first and foremost, in the communities that you live in. Thank you very much. Mike Rush, I ask for your vote November the 2nd.
Well, thank you to everyone for inviting us both in. Thank you to my opponent, Mike Rush, for being here. And I think this election gives the voters and gives all of you a very clear and distinct choice beyond the R and the D. One of us has been serving in the legislature most of his career, running for office most of his career. One of us has been in the private sector ever since he graduated from college, working at one of the most important industries in this district for a time. And the problems we face in Massachusetts are problems that are generally business related at this point. We have a state budget that really doesn't meet any fiduciary standard in the private sector. That needs to be controlled and reformed. We have a job situation in Massachusetts where we have the second highest unemployment in New England. New Hampshire is 6%, we're at 9%. What are we doing different? What are we doing wrong? What are we doing right? These are largely business problems, and I feel that we need an experienced business person to go to Beacon Hill and represent the voters and the taxpayers. I've taken a no new taxes pledge. I don't think it's a gimmick. I think it's something that the voters are expecting of us this year. We've had 8 tax increases during Governor Patrick's 4 years. I believe Mr. Rush is a big supporter of Mr. Patrick. They won't rule out new tax increases. That's not what the voters want. They want better solutions from Beacon Hill. And I think that part of this is also demanding higher ethics and accountability and ending one-party rule on Beacon Hill. Let's fight over the issues. Let's compromise. Let's talk about it. Let's get two parties up there. I'm Brad Williams. I want to protect the taxpayers' wallets, their balance sheets. I want to be their fiduciary on Beacon Hill. And I ask for your vote November 2nd.